Okay. So we live, then go down here, start. And then record. It says no. No. Minimize. Hey, y'all. Welcome to this week's episode of Everyday People, Everyday Conversations. I am one of your hosts, Tiffany D. Collins.
And I am your girl, Tiffany Tifco Joseph, with all of the nuggets getting ready to drop them on tonight.
And I'm one of your co-hosts, Anika Roseboro, better known as Nika Rika.
Hey.
Nika Rika. Hey, I'm your host, Bashan, holding it down for all the men and all the bros out there.
Okay. And
What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode of Everyday People, Everyday Conversations. I'm one of your hosts, Tiffany D. Collins.
And I'm your girl, Tiffany Tifco Joseph, dropping them nuggets on tonight.
And I'm one of your co-hosts, Anika Roseboro, better known as Nika Rika.
Hey, what's poppin', peeps? I'm your host, Bashan, holding it down for all the men and the people and the bros out there.
And let's stay tuned for this wonderful introduction. And let us bring you.
Stay tuned to the end of the show, because for those of you who are going through breakups, we'll be dropping those nuggets. And if you don't know what to do, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Yeah, and be sure to listen up, because at the end of the show, we're giving away a book. The book is titled Dear JAMYE. So listen up. We're gonna ask you a question. Whoever gets the question right gets to get the book.
Yes, without further ado, y'all, I would like to introduce to the audience today a very good friend, sister in the acting industry, serial entrepreneur, Dear JAMYE. She is an author, playwright, director, producer, stylist, boutique owner. And I just like to ask you, Miss JAMYE, how do you balance all of that?
Oh, it's not easy, Lord Jesus.
You started off with Lord Jesus. Come on. That's the one to call, baby.
It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's so much fun. It's just like kind of like second nature. I couldn't see myself stopping any of it.
So all of it's basically in the artist field. You know, you have been like a real trendsetter, in charge of your clothes and your eclectic way of dressing. What inspired you to dress and be eclectic and start the boutique and stuff like that?
I would have to say my almost 95-year-old grandmother. My grandmother is she's still bad to this day. So I would have to say my fashion savviness, being a creator of fashion. My grandmother was she sewed, and so and she could work one day a week, and that was and her job was working at a resale shop. That was all my grandfather let her work, was one day a week. She could have her own little money, and so that's what she did. So I think it just came. I know it came from my grandmother.
All right, let's go.
Awesome.
So we will move right along into the, and so as a young kid, did she let you sew? Did she help you, allow you to create and sew? Or did she use like the little mannequin to sew on?
Actually, she didn't. But I just watched the way, first of all, she still is a very gracious woman. And you know my grandmother, very gracious woman. but she always had it together, from head to toe. Back then, you know, the things that we're doing now, they've been doing that. They've been wearing undergarments and cinching their waists, but they did it because that's what represented a woman.
Yeah,
you know, you had to wear a slip and stockings and a brassiere, as they called it.
Come on.
Hey, I can remember my grandmother buttoning up that thing, getting in her undergarments first, and then just putting on the most epic outfits I had ever seen in a woman. Some I can still remember. You know, it was just she is the epitome of a woman.
Fashion diva.
All right, so Miss
She is.
One question: how long have you been a playwright?
Now I've been writing. I've been writing forever, but I'm gonna say probably my first full play was probably, and Tiffany's been with me in my writing since day one. So I'm gonna have to say maybe 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations. That is awesome.
And what was the name of that show?
When Sisters Cry.
When Sisters Cry.
So let me ask you a cool question, Jamie. So since you've been in the business for quite some time, what advice would you have to offer to like up and coming actors and up and coming playwrights?
Okay, so the first thing I would tell an up and coming, both, find you a mentor. Find you a mentor. Don't try to do this by yourself, and find you somebody that's genuinely into pouring into you, so that you can get all the benefits that you need from this. And I mean the good and the bad.
Yes.
You know, when I have mentees, I'm letting them watch me to see, you know, maybe not to do what I do, and also to do what I do. You know, I tell my mentees all the time, choose what you like about me, about what you see me doing, and add to it. Add your own flavor.
Yeah.
You know, you can't copy me because, baby, I'm one of a kind.
Yes, darling. You're gonna be one of a kind. Yes, darling.
Come on.
Baby, you can't copy
But they say eat the meat, but don't swallow the bone, right?
That's
it.
But
all right. So, like, what are your long-term goals in your field?
I would say my long-term goal for this, and again, Tiffany has been my right hand.
Thank you.
Tiffany and I have been together 20 plus years, about 25 years.
Yes.
So I would have to say my long-term goal, when I see me, I see them. You know, I see my people coming up with me. And I see us, you know, not just on film, but on red carpets.
Come on, red carpet.
Come
on. What else you see? Come on, let it roll.
I see red carpets.
Yeah.
You know, I see sprinters. Sprinters one by one.
Some go to the day.
Come on.
Look at that.
I see somebody holding umbrellas for us and bags.
Yes. Sky's the limit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, but I never see me by myself, because I can't do this by myself.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
We need one another in
Yes.
this industry.
Yes.
So,
yes, and hey, how you doing, Jamie?
Hey, how are you?
I'm
I
good.
keep hearing you say the bros. What you know about that?
Yeah, the bros be everywhere. Shout out to the good bros out there.
Yeah, my daddy was an Omega.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, root to your dad. Yes, indeed. But I want to know, and the audience want to know. You wear many hats and you do a lot of things. Do you ever get overwhelmed? And when you do, if you do find yourself overwhelmed, what do you do to bounce back?
Absolutely. But also I could say this is one of those things that keeps me going as well. So I definitely get overwhelmed. I pray a lot. I fast a lot. Like right now, I'm just in a space because I need to hear from God. I need to know what he wants me to do. I need him to tell me his expectations. I need people to be healed. I need people to be delivered.
Come on.
You know, from my show. So before every show, it doesn't matter if I take 2 weeks, 2 months, or 3 months. I go into a space where you know, because I'm pouring out a lot when I do this. And so I just ask God to just replenish and fill me back up. You know,
That's what it's all about.
That we need to pray, you know, between 12 and 12:30. Yeah. You know, we need to our expectations need to start really getting set for this show.
Absolutely. And I have a question too. So as a fellow playwright, and I can definitely tell that you have a solid relationship with God, which is so important. But how do you maintain that and do playwright? Like, let's say, so let's say if your production is not quote unquote necessarily Christian. So how do you maintain like your walk, but then it's somebody be like, well, that ain't Christian. Like, how do you juggle the two?
I'm glad you asked that question. This show is definitely for mature audiences only, rated R. And so I almost didn't do this show because I was afraid of what the people were gonna think. And because I was an inspirational playwright, you know, people knew me for the inspirational side, the gospel side. And so I almost didn't write it until, I don't know if y'all know Gary Mays.
The singer Gary Mays.
The singer Gary Mays with New Era. But I struggled putting this show on because of people, and God gave me this. You know, he gave me this because what he said to me was, you are not going to meet everybody with hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Sometimes you got to meet where they are. And everybody's not there. So I need you to go get the people, and I need you to meet them where they are. I'm not saying that he told me to write profanity. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying was this had to be written for people that wasn't where we all are. They're still trying to get there. And this has been one of my best shows.
And what is the name of this show?
It's called Exclosure.
And what day is it going to be on and where?
It's September the 9th at the Ensemble Theater inside of the Performance Center. And it's already sold out. 350 seats have already sold out. And it sells out every time we do this show.
Every time.
Praise the Lord. And let me tell you something. From the outside looking in, I've been seeing all the posts and everything. I feel like I'm a part of the production. I cannot wait to be in the audience because I could just tell it's just going to be fire.
It's fire for real. It's fire for real. And it's not a show. It's not for everybody. Some people just don't want no parts of it. Let me say that. But I struggled even with that when I got ready to do it this time because I have big groups that come to my shows. And a lot of my older people were afraid to kind of invite these groups. And at the beginning, I was like, okay, Lord, I mean, I'm getting nervous. I don't know if the show's going to, do well. And God just told me, let me do what I do. And
come on, Jesus.
Preach.
Who's supposed to be there is going to be there. And they're going to get what they need.
Yes. Right. And I let him be that when it comes to what I have to do that I know I'm doing for the kingdom, period. Every time we do this show, I can't get home and somebody is calling and they may be in tears. Thank you. I needed to hear that. I needed to see that. That's me. Oh, and it's also based on true stories.
Yes, that's what I want to ask you.
It's based on true stories. I created the storyline, so all the storylines are fictitious, but everybody gave me their stories. I just created the storyline.
And that was very genius to be able to do that.
Let me say this for my sis Tiffany Joseph. Let me tell you something. If you have not seen Tiffany Joseph in any show, wait till you see her in this show. You see her.
Come on, y'all. Come on out and check me out. Check me out.
We'll be there to support you, sis.
Yes.
We'll be there to support you.
You've seen her, but you've never seen her like this.
Okay. All right. I'm excited. I'm telling you, like the pictures that y'all been taking, I was like, man, the energy, I just loved it. I can't wait.
You ready, huh?
I'm ready for it.
And then we got some really, really good surprises, JAMYE, because this show has been with some of the same actors for so long. And we've been doing this, about 10 plus years?
Yeah.
And sold out every time.
Yes. That's a blessing.
And we got some new people that's fulfilling these roles and obligations. Yes. So what you think about that, JAMYE?
It's been hard.
Okay.
But I'm always up for the challenge, So I'm loving to see what even these people are able to do with themselves, what I'm able to pull out in people, how I'm able to push and pull for people that didn't have any parts of stage, or theater. Let me say that. I have somebody that was a dancer. I have somebody that haven't acted since high school. And I have the one and only Seven the Poet.
Come on.
Yeah. Making his acting debut with me. Little old me.
You.
Yeah. So I have several people that just said, hey, I want to do this. And so we've been breaking them in.
We appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome.
Yes.
We really, really appreciate the opportunity, and also the fact that you was courageous enough to be able to tell these stories for people. And when I'm telling you that rehearsals are so intense that we go through all those different emotions in rehearsal, so we know how it's going to affect the audience once we explode on September the 9th.
Because I'm a firm believer, like, to me, if y'all wasn't having those type of experiences, like, that would be questionable, because it has to minister to you before it can minister to anybody else.
Absolutely.
So I absolutely, like, I can already tell you I'm gonna love it. I can just tell. Okay. But we have a few comments here. We have a few people that's chiming in. We have Mr. Dirk B. Richardson.
Hey, Dirk.
We have Judy Moore. We have Yashua Hilliard. Thank you all. Yoshi, I'm sorry. Hilliard, thank you all for tuning in.
And stay tuned. So we got some more questions we want to ask you that maybe people want to know about Miss JAMYE. Okay, let's talk about author. Okay, so we know that you was a playwright. We know that you was in fashion. And all this stuff is kind of like on the umbrella of artism, the art. Then you came along and became an author. Just put the nail in the coffin.
Come on.
Let's tell about this book and what inspired you to write Dear JAMYE, Volume 1, 2, and anticipate number 3.
Yes, indeed.
I always wanted to be an author, y'all. But let me tell y'all something. My ADHD be kicking in so fast. Baby, I'll be writing and all of a sudden I'll be painting. I'll be like, what you doing? Go back to the book.
Yeah.
I just never could sit in my writing as an author. Honestly, that's the truth. So I started this group called Dear JAMYE during COVID. People were so depressed. People were dying. We were losing people. Lord, I lost people. And so people were so depressed, and we were in the house stuck. And people always call me about relationships all my life. They've always asked me about relationships. And so I said, I'm gonna start a group about relationships. So that way I'm not the only one trying to answer everybody's question like I know it all. And started Dear JAMYE, and it's over 5,000 members in that group now. And so I wrote the book from topics from the group.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So
let me tell you something. I'm a part of that group and it gets intense, but I love it. I'm in that group. No, I'm like meaning like I see the questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, good. So you know the group. So people just write in anonymously, and have questions about relationships. It could be anything, sex, relationships, anything. And so we're counselors. We're called counselors in the group. And so we just answer these people questions. So that's how Volume 1 became about. Okay. I took the best stories from the group at the time, and I let everybody be
counselors. And the best responses.
I picked the best responses and I put them in the book. That book took, and y'all think that's easy, but large as my group is, to have to go through that, and I did all the editing. Someone helped me publish it, of course, but it's just a fun book. It's just a fun book about life, relationships, everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to purchase that book.
Yeah. And guess what, guys? On today, if y'all stay tuned, y'all will have a chance to win Volume 1 of Dear JAMYE. So y'all hang on to the end. Yes, we're gonna ask the question, so y'all make sure y'all pay attention, so y'all can win this book. Okay, so y'all can win this book. Yeah. Okay.
So JAMYE, let me ask you, where can everybody purchase your book?
It is on Amazon, but you can also purchase it from me. But it's on Amazon. Both Volume 1 and 2 are on Amazon. I wanted to do my own. I wanted to cut out the middleman. Yeah. So after I sold, I probably sold probably about 500 books.
Oh, that's
good.
Between my volume 1 and my volume 2.
Okay.
And so I have copies of the book, but you can also order on Amazon. Now somebody did tell me that they got on Amazon. So I'm not, you know how people I guess try to fake sell or something like that. So they did go to purchase it and it never came because it was, you know how they scam you and stuff.
Yes.
So I would just say, if you want a book, order it straight from me. I do have copies.
Okay, what's your handle so that I can put it on in the thing? Purchase the book.
They can. You want my phone number?
Cash App, however you do it.
Okay,
no, email.
Email or cash
email. Email is Dear Jamye, JAMYE 6969 @gmail.com. So you can shoot
got
me
tips
an
to do
email.
this because I can't see.
And Jamye, what is the price of the book?
It's $20.
Okay,
awesome.
That's good. Okay.
$20.
Okay, so we got it there. Everybody, y'all can check the comments. I guess on my page, I guess she can put it in over here for everybody to be able to see. If they want to purchase a book, they can go there and purchase the book.
Yes.
Volume 1 and volume 2, and let her know which one y'all want. Yes. So Jamye, we heard that you have we see that you got a special little friend, that you're a dog lover.
Yes, my baby.
You have your baby. She's very dependent on Jamye. I'm surprised she's been good now. You must be holding her.
I don't know what's making her be good, but
it's the Holy Spirit, the anointing through this life.
She's camera shy. Camera shy, that's what it is.
Also, we just like to also keep it going in regards to your boutique. Can you give us the name of your boutique and also the new boutique that you just started for all those wonderful thrifters? Because she is the major one for thrifting, baby. And talk about your thrifting and about how you shop for us ladies of all sizes.
All sizes. So Posh Boutique is my online boutique. Again, started that during COVID. And that's just I like very unique looks, very different stuff like this, just over the top. Baby, I love fighting colors too. Baby, I'm gonna put on a stripe and a polka dot and a zebra purse.
Come on, 90s.
Yeah,
bring back the 90s.
I have a style. So I just like anything out of the box, which is why I thrift. Thrifting is a hobby for me. And I've been thrifting, like I said, since my grandmother, since probably I was in high school when it wasn't cool to thrift.
I used to hide going in the thrift store with my grandmother.
Yeah. So I would get all the ripped jeans back then. We were wearing the silk shirts, and stuff like that back then. So I've always had, been very, very fashion savvy. So I love to thrift shop. So I just started catching on. If y'all notice, thrifting is really, really a big deal.
Yes,
thrifting
it is.
A deal, right? Thrifting is like, baby, going to the Galleria, honey.
More people do it than they want to admit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the Galleria. It ain't nothing in between Galleria or the thrift store. Right. So and so I started realizing that I really wanted to shop for plus size women. That's why I really started doing I called it second edition, So Posh second edition. And because I would see so many beautiful clothes for plus size women, and I felt like the plus size babes were the one that was saying, I can't never find this, and where you get that, and where you get. And so I started getting in those clothes. I started getting in those thrift shops and really, really started making those my top models, and just start enjoying it and start making some pretty good money from it. And so this week I opened up Reposh. And it's the same thing, but Reposh is where I allow other people to come in and sell items.
Oh, okay.
So if you have anything that you want to come in and resell and make some money off of it, I started Reposh.
Oh, that's very unique.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yes.
So if y'all are out there and y'all fashion divas, and a lot of us in this artist industry, and we love to be eclectic and unique, and we have all these events to go to, why not go to Posh, Reposh, and watch us? You come on weekly.
I don't do it weekly because I just don't have the time. That's another thing, y'all. When you thrifting, it takes hours. If you really are a good thrifter and you really are a good shopper, it takes hours to do. And it takes multiple times a week. And sometimes I just can't.
Yeah.
But I know one thing. I feel very, very special because she just sent me something. She just sent me stuff through the mail talking about this for you. She likes for me to be gorgeous.
Yes.
So we have a few more comments. We have Niecy Dobbins chiming in. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Niecy. We have Miss Linda Scott.
Hey,
she says she needs to bring you some of her stuff.
Just get on. Niecy, I'll invite you to it when we get off. But
and Miss Linda Scott as well.
And I'll tell you like the details of it. But I just wanted to do a little different. Hey, you could sell a bedroom suit on there if you want to. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just want it to be something that's fun.
Yeah.
And I always like trusted spaces. Sometimes people just want to go where they can, trust people with their stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
amazing. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get off into the topic today. We're glad that y'all tuned in live into this live, and our topic of today is
breakups. Yes. When do we know it's time to let go?
Gotta let it go.
Let's talk about it. Miss JAMYE, please feel free to chime in, talk to us, give us your inputs. But let's have a discussion about breakups and when do we know it's time to let it go? So you gotta let it go.
Looks like another love. Yes.
Yeah, let it go.
You know, you gotta know when it's time to let go, y'all. Yeah. Because listen. Just because you've been in a relationship for a long time don't mean that it's healthy.
It can be long and toxic.
Yeah, longevity doesn't mean nothing. And sometimes you gotta get your little coins together to escape out of there.
Yep.
Escape on out of there.
Who's done that?
Huh?
I know people who's done that.
Done what?
Save money, then leave.
Yeah. Because you don't want to be living on the Pierce Elevate. You gotta leave with a plan. But sometimes you don't have time to get a plan.
I mean, you can't really.
You gotta get the hell out of there.
You're gonna need them
coins, though.
You gotta leave and then save the money.
Yeah. Charge it up and then charge it to the game at first and then pay your back.
You gotta leave and save the money after that.
Yeah. Bye.
And let me make this even more broad. When we say, hey, we talking about breakups and relationships, friend, whatever tie that you need to break up from, when do you know it's time to let it go?
Yeah.
So we talking about all relationships. Yeah.
My number one thing is when you're stressed out. When you just ain't happy.
Yeah.
Because it's. I mean, I know happiness is a mood almost. Yeah. And and you're not gonna always be happy. You're not gonna always be sad. But when that unhappiness is weighing on you more than you are, you gotta weigh the odds. Then there's time to let go if you cannot rectify or come to some type of common ground to help each other be happy.
That's true.
Yes, I agree. Just like Tiff said, when it's stressful, and then we also have, I was going to say the same thing, Niecy, when your peace is being disturbed, it is time to let it go. Peace is my number one thing. I can be bad all by myself, and I can be disturbed all by myself. But if you're not bringing me peace, then I need to cut my ties with you.
Then you better by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point blank period. It's like, to me, what am I gaining from this connection here if you're not bringing me peace? What's that a gain?
And another one is if you're burdened and like suffocating. Like if you're around a person and you feel like you can't breathe, and then when they leave and then you at peace, hey, it's time to let it go.
Yeah, that's I like to expound on that. You at home and your significant other is there, and they're so uptight. Maybe they make you feel uncomfortable. Maybe they're complaining too much. Maybe they putting too much expectation on you.
Yeah.
And then when they leave, you can breathe. Woo.
Yeah.
You can't breathe when you with them, but you can breathe without them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get off my back.
Yeah.
Let me just get my own apartment.
One respect, and so peace was my number one thing. Another thing, a major thing, what has to be there is respect. When the respect leaves, I leave. I leave with it. It don't leave before me. I leave simultaneously with it.
Come
on. We don't play that disrespect stuff over here.
Yeah,
we got to be respectful of each other.
You can't have. I don't think you can have a relationship without respect.
No, you got and to me, like the first sign of it, we gotta like nail it right then, because if you don't, that sucker will grow.
So we got Miss Quinn Legrone on here. She said, when one or both people are no longer willing to work to improve the relationship.
Yeah.
Y'all done call it quits.
Yep. You gotta, to me, is both participants have to be actively engaged and willing to work through whatever problems, because just like you said a few minutes ago, you're not gonna always be happy, you're not gonna always be joyful, but in those unhappy times, it has to be two people that are willing to get through that together.
Then we have Miss Judy Moore. If there's abuse in the relationship of any kind, you must go.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, don't wait.
But that goes along with respect, because before that person abused you, baby, disrespect was already there. Well, so it shouldn't even get to that point.
Yeah.
You've been disrespecting me. If you started hitting me, you already been disrespecting me in some way.
So we're gonna ask JAMYE, what you think is a deal breaker for you, and that will make you say, I'm calling it quits, I'm gone.
Oh, if a man ever hits me, I'm gone.
I know that's right.
I mean, and you can't even call me out my name.
Yeah,
right.
Being disrespectful. Yep,
I'm gone.
What about infidelity?
Those are definitely deal breakers for me.
What about infidelity?
In a marriage, I'm gone. Now I cannot say that I've never dated anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's cheated, because girl, I didn't cheat it too.
What? That is breaking news.
But a marriage, I've never had that, that I know of. Let me say that. Let me say that. And then sometimes, let me say this: we don't know what we'll do until we put in that situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's
and a lot of times people will try to speak on something. Oh, I'll never. Well, you haven't had to ever.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So before you say I'll never, now I can tell y'all I'll never. You can't do this and you can't. But now I know hit me and call me on my name. Oh, that I won't do. You know what I'm saying? But some of those other things, sometimes you just don't know. I've never been put in a position.
Yeah.
What y'all think about when you just don't like the person no more?
No, that's not an option. You got to work it out. What you mean?
If you don't like,
you got to work it out.
Well, no. I mean, you gotta. If you don't like the person, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna want to be around them. Because if I don't like you, I don't want to be around your ass.
But my thing is, okay, but when you got into the relationship with that person, what drew you to them in the first place?
You
liked them at some point.
Yeah, whatever attracted me.
At some point.
I mean, like I said, you got to keep it going. Don't stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Work it out.
But at the end of the day, well, not at the end of the day, like years passed on and they like grow apart. If one person is not liking the other, I mean that relationship is doomed. Because like I say, if I don't like you, I don't want to be around you.
And so, I think
you
that
don't want to do the,
That goes back to one of the comments that one of our viewers said. It's like when both people are not actively engaged, because to me, if you growing apart, that means at some point one or both of y'all are not actively engaged and y'all not trying to work it out. Y'all just existing in a relationship.
But what if you have one person that wants to work it out and they want to go to counseling, but the other one doesn't?
Baby, I ain't about to force nothing. I'll tell you that right now.
And me, a deal breaker for me, along with a lot of ones that people say, I don't like people to try to control me.
Yeah.
I'm a true Pisces, and I'm a free spirit.
You Pisces?
Yeah.
Come on, Pisces.
And JAMYE Pisces too.
Oh, I know I like that Pisces energy. Come on, man.
Hey. I just like to say, remind y'all, it is Virgo season. I am a Virgo, 9/17. Virgo season, so y'all respect the Virgos right now.
Okay. I don't like to be controlled, and I'm a Pisces, and Pisces women, we don't like being controlled.
No, we do
not. No, not at all.
Just any woman.
I'm gonna take care of you. I would do better without the stipulations. If you just let me do it, I know what pleases you. We know everything. Pisces, we are intuitive.
We like to just kind of be,
let us do it. Let us
be free.
Yeah.
Don't control. Now I like order. Don't get me wrong. I'm a very order oriented type of person. If it ain't order, I can't do it.
Yeah,
it got to be in order.
She's very method.
But that's different from controlling. Like to me, because again, the same God we serve, God is a God of order. So I'm all for order, but do not try to control me.
Do not. In a relationship, telling me when to come in, what to do.
Yeah.
What because we too, especially artists, artistic women.
Yeah.
We all over the place.
Yeah.
We all over the place. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Let me alone.
So he go Quinn. Quinn trying to talk about us Pisces ladies, talking about Pisces and their feelings.
Yes, we are sensitive. Yes,
very
we
sensitive.
Feelings, but that's okay. That's who we are, honey.
Yes.
And, the great thing about Pisces is that we have like out of all 12 of the zodiac signs, we have at least one trait from all the other signs. If y'all didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Virgo got the best.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying.
But yes, like I don't like to be controlled. To me, I feel like, again, there's order with everything. If I'm ever out of order, baby, just tell me. Don't be disrespectful in telling me. Just tell me. Let's talk about it. Whenever a problem arises, I'm all for talking stuff out.
Me too.
I want to talk about it. To me, the first thing is not to leave. I believe let's talk about it first.
Try to work it out.
Then if after talking about it doesn't work, okay, look, some got to give at some point because I ain't going to keep talking.
Yeah. And we get back to the subject of the matter is, knowing when it's time to let go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about finances.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Is finances a deal breaker? Like if, you got somebody that's, I don't know. Let's talk about that. What you think?
I don't know if it's a deal breaker, but it's gonna cause a major problem if you gambling out of our bill money.
Yeah, because that's different. Gambling is different.
Oh, man.
We got bills due and you gambling out. That's gonna be a problem, a major problem. I don't know about a deal breaker. We may need to. I don't know.
Well, they say there's no romance without finance. And if you don't have no finance, that puts a strain on the whole entire relationship.
Yeah,
even your sex life.
Yeah,
I know that if you're pissed off about being broke, I mean, how can you?
Your energy just throw
it
off.
Yeah, you're not gonna be intimate at all.
Yeah,
energy just gone.
All men enjoy sex. Let me just say that. But how can you be intimate if you in your feelings and just broke?
Yeah. Like after you get that, after you reach your high, at the same time, okay, yeah, we still broke. So what we gonna do?
Yeah.
So
I'm a hopeless romantic, so finances is not really a deal breaker to me. It only if you using it on drugs or something like that, then that might be a deal breaker. But maybe if you don't make as much money as me, no, that's not a deal breaker. As long as you are being a good steward of the little money you do have, not stockpiling on me and let me, cover everything, I'm good. So that's not really a deal breaker for me. And I'm just speaking for me.
Yeah, me neither.
But cheating
that's a problem.
Is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
You got another woman. It's time for me to go because women don't know how to stay in their lane. Them side pieces don't know how to stay in their lane. See, they start coming for you, when they can't get the man. And see, that's when two pieces.
Then you in jail.
I'm in jail.
Then we got to get some bail money to get you out.
And that's the only reason why I'm breaker. That's a deal breaker. It's only because I don't want to go to jail. That's the only reason why.
That's a two-piece.
Yeah.
But Dwight, he said, I know we're talking about like marriage breakups or relationships, but he said, what about family and business breakups?
That's what I was saying. We're talking across the board.
What you mean, family? What do you mean?
Family and business really don't mix because somebody's going to be spending a little extra money, thinking it's personal money instead of business money.
I think that's one of those things that kind of varies per situation because I think anything can work if you're willing to make it work.
It's a very thin line.
What about in-laws, y'all? Those in-laws.
Oh, I had the worst in-laws in the world, Lord.
Well, she said she had the worst in-laws in the world. My God.
And I'm glad they gone.
They gone.
What they want to be you?
Yeah.
You can speak freely.
Jealous?
Pretty
Were they jealous?
Yeah.
Were they, if you got a gift they wanted to give?
Absolutely. But we don't shop in the same stores.
Come on.
There you go.
Yes, darling.
Yeah.
Feel free to express yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Look, they gone. It don't matter.
Well, I did too, baby. You know, one of them had the audacity to tell me that I wasn't pretty enough.
Ooh.
And I was like, well, I'm the one getting paid for people to look at. What you doing with your beauty?
Ooh.
Now add that up.
Boom.
The audacity and rude.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's
you know, I'm married outside of my race. You know, and the people say, well, she's talented, but you could have got somebody prettier.
Ooh, Tiff, I was today years old when I found that out. I never knew that. I know a lot about you, but I never knew that.
Oh, you didn't?
I never knew that you married outside your race.
Oh,
before.
yeah. I've been married once.
Oh, okay.
Jamie, no.
So wait, so we talking about it. So you're saying that in-laws is a deal breaker, like disrespectful in-laws, or
the ones that, you know, like the men can't keep their in-laws in like
control.
If you can't keep them in control and you don't want me to deal with them neither, then we got a problem.
Yeah.
You know, you want me to always respect them, and they don't have to respect me. You always, you don't know what to do if a problem arises because that's your family. You know, like if you can't, you know, do what the Bible says. You know,
but me first.
You know, and I'm not the type of person that's gonna be a big problem to your family. But then I don't want them to be a problem to me.
Right.
You know, they don't have just an open door policy to do what they want to at my house because they kin to you. You know, stuff like that. You know, and things like that. But those overwhelming in-laws, you know, stay in your lane.
Yeah.
So we won't.
And that goes on both parts because some people feel like, okay, so just like you said, like, you know, your in-laws, they don't have free will to just come and do whatever. We got to make sure our people are respectful too, because we try to have these rules and regulations for our in-laws, but then don't want to instill them with our people. So whatever they can't do, our people can't do either. We got to just be fair across the board.
Right.
A lot of people, they be having like double standards with that kind of stuff, and that's not right.
Yeah. We you know, we got to be even.
You
know?
We have a comment. When do you cancel or terminate contracts with business associates you've had a long-term relationship with?
I would say when trust is gone.
Or when the money is fucked up.
When trust is when you done something foul, we gotta part ways.
When they not going to stay and stand with the contract.
Yeah. When them assets come up missing, you know, hey, we got a problem.
You know, we have a whole contract in place.
Yeah.
And the contract is the contracts are for a reason.
They're meant to be followed.
Yeah. and that keeps you safe and myself safe as well.
Yes.
So once we reach those contract agreements, then that's when we gotta, you know, spark like the Red Sea. So we got Miss Misunderstood Boutte to answer your question, Tiffany. If you wake up and don't like somebody you don't even like, and finances men
these days want the woman to have all the finances and to cook and to clean and to have the babies, etc.
Okay, babe, I feel your pain. You know what I'm saying? These men with these gender roles, they know your role, but they don't know their role. You know? Okay, you can teach me my role, but what about your role? They forget theirs.
And then Paul Pistol Pete Leading says, when y'all not on the same page with goals for the family, also when one is not willing to keep the house clean. Oh my God. So, but that's on both sides because he said when one. So one meaning like the man or the woman. We ain't doing no gender roles. Right. All right. And then Misunderstood Boutte said, no, ma'am, she don't do mother-in-laws. Well, you have to give me a reason not to do you. I ain't gonna just say I don't do you automatically, but you got to give me a reason not to do you, because theoretically I would like to love my in-laws. I want us to be a big happy family. That's what I want.
Well, what about if your in-law just don't like you? They don't like you and you have not given them a reason, and but their son or daughter won't step up to the plate to you know,
you're gonna just break the marriage off just because your in-laws don't care for you and he or she is not willing to, like,
because I mean, to me, you
don't know until you've been in that situation. It's very, very, very stressful.
But I just want to say, before they got married, I'm pretty sure his parents or her parents was the same way before they got married. But they still chose to marry that person. So whose fault is it really?
Because my thing is, I guess too, I know some people they feel like it's a battle of will. Like they kind of get this attitude, like, oh, you're not running me away. You're not running me away. You can act like that all you want, but I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. This at some point you got to ask yourself, like, is it worth it? You trying to fight for a battleground, or you trying to fight for power? But if your man is not making their in-laws respect you, is it worth the fight?
Right.
Just go to counseling.
Year after year after year after year. I mean, you don't need counseling. They need counseling.
Yeah.
See, you know, because a lot of times these mothers put their men, their male sons in a husband category. Maybe their husband have deceased, or they done messed their own marriage up, or they done something. So now they want their sons to be their husband, theoretically. And you know, and not in a weird way, but you know, take care of me. Come over here, my lights out, come put my lights on chamber. You know, no.
That's true.
They, you know, get your own man.
Yeah.
That's
And it's like that's your son, but hey, again, order. I'm first. I'm the wife.
Yeah.
Let's put me first. My needs come first, man. Bye.
And it's not that I will be, you know, not sympathetic with your mother needing anything.
Yeah.
You know, and another thing, you need to pick the right spouse.
Yeah.
You know, if you got a very compassionate person and everything like that, you want to help with, then you need to make sure you marry someone that's just as sympathetic or compassionate in that area as you are. You know.
Yeah.
But you know,
because at some point, if y'all start to have all these problems, at some point, y'all are not equally yoked, or maybe y'all never were equally yoked, and y'all tried to force something that wasn't meant to be.
And that's in the Bible, being unequally yoked.
Yes. Hello, Michelle Brads. Thank you for chiming in, sis. And Misunderstood Boutte, real talk. Panel, I don't do my own mother's mess, so I would not do your mother's mess at all. I know that's right.
Yeah, she said I don't even play with my own mama, so I ain't gonna play with yours either. You know. And one thing I hate about my family, I love and hate at the same time. My family love every damn body. You subject come to my family, you see every ex-boyfriend I ever had.
Oh no.
I'm like, baby, listen. One time my daddy got married, y'all, and put two of my put my boyfriend and my side piece in the
at some point, you need to put the look. When I'm done, we all done.
But they don't care.
Don't be inviting my exes over here. No.
She said we all done.
If I'm done with them, we done. Some people may not agree, but no, I'm sorry. Don't be to me. It's okay to be cordial, but not coming to no weddings and stuff. No,
baby, my family.
If I cut you off, we all.
Hey, my family ain't do it.
So what if they ain't? So what if they not done? Then what? You gonna be mad at them forever?
Well, okay, I'm not saying if you want to continue to talk to them, that's fine, but don't be inviting them to stuff like weddings or family reunions. You want to talk to them, fine, you talk to them, but I don't think it's fair to me that you keep making me be susceptible to their presence, knowing that we're not on one accord. That's not fair. And when I'm done, y'all done.
What about friends? What about friendship? Just platonic friends. I got family members. I got my friends. We not talking no more. Done me dirty. Nobody in their whole family called me, talk to me, and every time I go to an event, that ain't ass at. Baby, keep your own family.
I'm with you, Tim. I'm sorry. People may not agree, but I'm sorry. To me, it becomes a loyalty thing at that point. It's like, okay, family, who y'all loyal to? Me or him? I'm just, to me, that's just like if my mama, like, I call a lot of my mama's friends auntie, whatever. I will never be disrespectful, but to me, if my mama not fooling with you, I'm not gonna fool with you. Mm-hmm. That's me. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be respectful. I'm not gonna be nasty to you, but I'm not. No, you disrespecting my mama, or you and my mama not seeing eye to eye. I would have to question, why do you still want a connection with me, but not my mama, and you were her friend first?
Right.
Mm-hmm. I would have to understand, like, what are we doing here? Yeah. I feel like I'm being disloyal to my mama.
Yeah. Right.
Like I
see your point.
Yeah.
So how do you feel, JAMYE, about people inviting the exes, all the exes to the parties and all that? You're not alone. I can look at you. You're Pisces.
That face like
like you should go to 1986. Bye.
Yeah, I would have to say, I have a very good family, so we never fall out with any of the exes. Like if I was to see my brother's exes, or we're not that kind of family. But one thing I'm listening to all y'all talk about, like you, Tiff, talk about that. And that was the one thing I hate about divorce, because when you divorce, you have to divorce your friends, right. And that is a very hard part, because people tend to have to feel like they got to pick a side.
Yeah.
And so, I found a big strain with that, having to lose some of my closest friends.
That's hurtful.
But I also understand it and I respect it. too. So as far as, like I say, with me, my family, no, we don't re-invite you back, but we don't mistreat you.
If that's right. No disrespect.
Somewhere we don't mistreat you. But that is the one thing I hate about breakups. Like when it comes to like I say, big breakup, like a divorce, somebody you really, really been with, is you gotta let your people go too. It's like, damn, I like them.
Yeah, that was family.
Her, or I liked him. And to keep down confusion, you gotta let everybody go eventually.
Right. And that's not to say, like, I'd be cordial. If I see you, like, in the public somewhere, I'm not going to be mean and not speak. But now I'm not inviting you over either. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to be disrespectful. Never going to be nasty. But
that
has my intimate space.
That has actually recently happened to me where people have had to decide who they was going to invite. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So guess what? Don't invite me. You know what I'm saying?
Let me make it easy for you.
But some people, I had, especially if you've been together 10 to 20 years, some of them nieces and nephews like your own child.
Yes.
And some of them, I've held on to a few. I've held on to a few that
it's very difficult. And anybody who say it's not difficult, then you never loved your friend, that niece, that nephew. You never loved them. If it's not difficult for you, you wasn't real about it.
And I actually have like an example. Like my dad has been married twice, and I was really close to my first stepmom. My first stepmom, they got a divorce like 22 years ago, whatnot, and she moved on to DC. And for the longest, I was a teenager back in 2000, and I would try to still keep in touch with her, not realizing in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm probably kind of being disloyal to my dad, but I loved her. She loved me. And all the way up until like my mid-20s, I tried to keep, in contact with her. But then what really broke us is the fact that she would continue to try to talk negative about my dad. Okay. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to stay connected with you, but at the same time, you're not going to disrespect my father. So I had to make a decision at that point. And then from that point on, I said, okay, my loyalty is going to always be with my family. But I really didn't love my first stepmom, and I really that hurt me to have to cut her off. Yeah, it did. But you disrespecting my father, my presence is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And before we move on, we need to ask the audience the question to get his book away.
Yeah.
Before we leave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
listen up. So the question is, what is the name of JAMYE's play that's coming out September the 9th?
The first one to answer this question wins the Dear JAMYE Volume 1 book.
Was y'all listening?
Come on,
you said it multiple times.
Hey.
We got a free book to give.
No, that's not it. Try again.
Somebody
I'm just playing.
Come on, y'all. Somebody have these comments.
Come on, y'all.
Can we give them a clue, y'all?
Not
okay,
yet.
no. Yeah. So the author says no clue, so y'all better pay attention.
Do y'all need me to repeat the question? Name Dear JAMYE's play that's coming out September the 9th.
Somebody. All these viewers.
Some of y'all
have to say she'll take the book.
They missed it. Maybe they missed what I said earlier.
So what about a second question? You want to ask the second question?
I don't have a question.
The name of your boutique.
Name the newest boutique.
Okay. Name the newest boutique that she just started.
That I just started this week. The newest boutique I just started this week.
Come on, y'all. Come on, it's about 17 of y'all watching.
So Judy said, I can't play because I know the answers and
the book. Yeah, Judy knows the answers. Queen knows the answers.
And she got the book.
Come on. Put the easier question we can ask y'all because they ain't listening.
Okay. Let's guess. Okay, you got one?
Yeah. What is the name of our main topic?
Yeah, now look, I know y'all ain't chiming in and not knowing what y'all looking at. I'm just saying.
That's too easy.
That's like driving blind. I don't know where I'm going.
Okay, now that's easy, y'all. Come on. The name of our main topic.
Is the main topic on there?
What's the name of the topic for tonight?
They scrolling.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what? I had a question. I want to know who was Jamie's fashion inspiration? What family member was her family's? What family member gave her the inspiration to be a designer and stylist?
Question. That's
Man,
a good
so
question.
y'all just been wait.
Dwight said makeups.
Okay, so is
No.
can we accept Miss Boute's answer?
What she say?
Is that close enough?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
Miss
it.
Boute won the book.
Yeah.
What did Miss Boutte say?
Discussing breakup, when to let go.
Oh, okay.
Close
Right.
enough.
That's
close
it.
enough. It wasn't exactly, but it was close enough.
Oh no, she missed a couple of words now. Yeah, she missed a couple of words.
So
Dwight, talking about makeup. Dwight, you funny.
I'm done.
Makeups. Oh man, that is crazy.
Okay, so Miss Boute, one of us will get with you once the show is over with to get your address or and exchange information to make sure you get your book.
Mhm.
So dear Jamie, we want to thank you so much for joining us on today.
Thank you.
Once again, I know all of us on this panel at least, baby. We're gonna be in the building.
We gonna be there.
I'm anticipating a fire
Yes,
show.
ma'am.
I can't wait to see it. Congratulations to you, my
Wait, do y'all have tickets?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we
I
got
got my
Yeah.
tickets about a month ago, baby.
We
I'm
just
ready.
waiting on September
Okay.
9th to come.
We're gonna be in
Baby, I
there.
was gonna say
We
y'all
already
gonna be
there.
outside.
Huh?
I was gonna say, baby, y'all gonna be outside.
No, ma'am. We got our tickets. No, ma'am.
Oh, no, indeed.
We already know
Yeah.
it's gonna be sold out.
We got our tickets. Yes, ma'am.
You know, I remind
Yay,
them every
thank
week.
y'all so much for your support.
Absolutely. We
No
got to
doubt.
And
support
then
each
you know
other.
your girl Amanda Allen is in the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I said they're gonna see her like never before.
Yes.
So Exclosure.
Woo.
Today we had Dear
Amanda
Jamie on
put
the
in
show
that
today.
work.
The serial entrepreneur and an eclectic artist, stylist was in the building today. She gave out one of her books, Dear Jamie Volume 1. If y'all want to check her out, and she's gonna let y'all know her handles, where you can follow her, and stay tuned for more to come.
So before we go, can you actually state your handles, your social media handles for us, Miss Jamie?
Yes. Dear Jamie is my Facebook. Dear Jamie, JAMYE.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to order a book, you can email me at dearjamie6969@gmail.com. And if you want to be a counselor in my group, in my counseling group, it is Dear Jamie Hood Counseling 101.
All right.
All
Yes,
right.
indeed.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank
Thank you,
y'all.
Jamie. Thank you all for tuning
I
in on
enjoyed you.
tonight.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank
We
you,
enjoyed you
Jamie.
as well.
You're
And so we're
welcome.
going to go ahead and call it the night. Thank you to our viewers. And till next Monday, we love y'all. Peace. Mwah.
And hair grease.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful
Bye-bye.
show.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful show.
I
Wonderful
don't use
show.
the stuff.
You don't use it. Yeah. Look at this.